Coach's Corner. Today we have special guests for you from all around the world. Insight and information. And maybe we can even share a laugh or two today. So what have we been talking about on the Coach's Corner? We've been talking about some important issues. None more important than manifestation is just an indication of your vibration. That's all. Whatever's going on in your life, whatever's going on in your world, all that's going on is your manifestations are indicating to you what you've been vibrating like, what you've been paying attention to, nothing more. Don't have to take your life so serious. We take it a little bit too serious now, don't we? Yes, we do. We think that, oh my God, look what happened to me. When the true answer is that's just an indication of your vibration. But oh my God, look what happened to me in my relationship. What, another indication of how you've been vibrating? But look what happened with my money. Another indicator of your vibration. So your job is to know that, to walk around your life knowing that everything that's going on in your life, every single piece of it, is just a manifestation of your indication of your vibration. That's all that's going on with it. To not take it so serious, you know? I mean, why take everything so serious? You know what I realized recently, that when you're in high school, if you haven't been to high school, all the people that have been probably know this to be a truth, that if you cough in high school, they have a prescription for that. You're coughing in class, coughing and coughing. Teacher looks at it and says, in all their wisdom, go ahead and get a drink. Head down the hall and get a drink. That'll fix your cough every time. There's something in that water fountain. You know, you go to the water fountain. You always have your favorite water fountain. You know the one, I like the one that shoots up way high like that. You know, but then you have to go to that one where you got to suck it out of the hole. You know, ever been to that one? That's not my favorite one. So the kids go to the fountain to cure their cough. Oh my gosh. Swing by their locker for a little Robitussin and they're right in business. Oh, lively bunch we have with us today. It's good to have a lively bunch with you, you know. We're talking about vibration and your indicators of how you've been vibrating. Think about how easy your life would become if you could look at it like that. That nothing's permanent. Who cares attitude. Who gives an F? Because it's just an indicator. Oh, really? We broke up? That's an indicator. That's all. I can fix that if I'd like, or I can have somebody new in that spot. Just a manifestation is showing you how you've been vibrating. Remember, Master, you get what you're thinking about, you get it every time. Your life is an exact reflection of who you've been. You know, there's some confusion sometimes with it because people say, but I've been thinking good thoughts. Why does my life suck? Well, because you think more sucky thoughts than good. That would be it. The universe totals it all up and hasn't made a mistake in a very long time. So if you think 8 good thoughts and 12 sucky thoughts, well, I'm sure you can do the math. Your job is to know that the universe is bringing to you exactly what you've been thinking, to stop questioning it, stop acting like you're doing something and getting another. Every thought that you have, every word that you speak, every feeling that you have, it's all creative. So what's happening is you're just not keeping track. Sometimes you're in the shower and you're not realizing what you're thinking. But it sure would make sense to, wouldn't it? It makes sense before you got in the shower to think something. Get on a project. You know, the shower's a great place for a couple of things. I'm not sure what's on their mind, but I'm sure it will manifest surely into their life. You go into the shower and you get your bar of Coast deodorant soap. That's a good one. That clean scent opens your eyes. You know, on the commercial when you go into the Coast, you can be tired, but you get in there and you're like, and you just become different. Coast deodorant soap. Someday they can advertise on our program, Coast. Right now I would hold a bar up of it.
Yeah.
So what if you had a project in there other than what you're already doing? Because you're already in there washing. What are you doing there? Wash. A lot of shaving goes on in there. Right? So what if you had something that you were going to think of every single time you showered? Because most people that are watching this shower minimum of 1 time a day. Most of the people watching this shower multiple times per day. So that means you're spending a lot of your time in the shower. What if that was your project box? What if when you pulled that curtain back, you heard that noise, you know that noise it makes when that curtain goes back? Yeah. Or you shut that glass door, you know what that sounds like? Or the rumbling of a glass door sliding? Yep. you'll know it's your time to start creating a certain project, whether it be money or your health or a car that you choose to have. Can you imagine if every single time you showered, all you thought about was that subject every single time? Well, mathematically, the universe must yield to you whatever you're paying attention to if you can make it become a dominant thought. If you can think it long enough to where you start having it become what you think about. It must come to you. Remember the law of attraction, Master? That the law of attraction is always yielding to you whatever you've been thinking about, whatever you've been vibrating like, whatever you've been paying attention to. Here's some good news. That if you can keep your attention on the thrill of abundance and you can do it long enough, well, the universe must yield it to you. I love it so much. I do. I really do. I really do. It sounds funny and they're laughing, but I really love it so much. What do I love so much? That the universe must yield to me whatever I'm paying attention to. Now it'll just be my job to pay attention to only what I choose. Here comes my part of the game. Here comes my part of creation. Okay, can I pay attention to only things that I choose? And the answer is yes.
Right.
Start trying. Mix it in. What happens is we're so created and we're so programmed to be looking at things we don't choose. She doesn't like me. These pants don't fit. I don't feel good about myself. I don't have enough money. But we're so programmed to think those things that that's what we think about, and then they manifest, and then after we manifest, we begin talking about them. Did you know that most people spend most of their time observing what they've already created? So we create, and then it shows up and we look at it. Look at that.
Right.
Today's advice on the Coach's Corner is to not look at it unless you'd like it to keep coming. If there's something that you've created in your life that you don't like, that you wouldn't want to have, stop looking at it. Give it the silent treatment. You ever use the silent treatment?
Yeah.
That's a strategy, right? I'll give them the silent treatment. You give it the silent treatment, meaning you don't tell your friends about it.
Right.
You don't talk to your spouse about it. You don't talk to you about it. You don't dwell upon it. You don't beat that drum.
Right.
Yeah. Have you ever watched the television program I Dream of Jeannie with Barbara Eden?
Yeah.
She's in the bottle, right?
Yeah.
And whoever finds her, he's the master.
Yeah.
She even calls him that, yes, master.
Yeah.
You know, and she would come out, and there would be Barbara Eden in a really slinky outfit. You notice?
Yeah.
I mean, it's as slinky as can be. Well endowed. If you're gonna have a genie, if you're gonna have a genie, she'd come out in these outfits, and she had the coolest little patch in her bottle. It was all pink. It was round couches. It went all the way around. It was really a hit place.
Yeah.
But when she was called upon, she'd come out